Okay, guys. For the next one, PR is the dream job for those with a mind that drives aren't coming up with new ideas and creative solutions to problems. Okay, the challenge of PR and in particular the media relations aspect of the jobs is constantly to provide an interesting slant of information that's on first glance may ever seem do or harm them. In the world right is the ordinary outweighs the number of genius. First, biggest, longest, tallest. The job of PR is to dig out the news value of what you want to say and to present it in a way that carry maximum impact and interest appropriate to the audience you are trying to reach. There are 12 basic media relation tools that are most commonly used by PR experts to achieve editorial coverage. But the first one, press release. Second, photographs, filters, case studies, advertorials, competitions and promotions, launch events, press conferences, and player tips. Attention grabber, instance, survey, launch, video news release. So we are going to talk about 2-1 press release. The press release is to the PR function. What the spreadsheet is to accounting or the letter is too low. LAW is the most basic and most used form of communication in the PR toolbox. Even if a PR specialist will be writing it for you, you will be the one authorizing it to go out. So use these basic do's and don'ts at your checklist. Please think about your first. Do, think knows. Get the who, what, why, and when up front, preferably in the first. You are aiming to have the story spelled out in summary at the start, so anyone picking up and immediately grasps what it's about. Take a look at a national newspaper news story. You will just see the main points are covered in the opening paragraph. And next, this means do think audience. Think audience. Take the trouble to adapt your press release to suit the medium you are targeting, and you will increase the change. This is will at least be read by the journalist. It's even possible in some instances to have three or four versions of the same story, each written with a different focus and style, such as for the trade or specialist industry, media, national broadsheet, regional newspapers, and next, think relevance. Much as you would like to think the exciting news business win or idea should be of interest to everyone, you have got to try to view it from an outsider's perspective. If you don't know is take the trouble to get familiar with your key trade populations and look at the source of story that run and remember to get your news to suit. Next, think left. attention span and getting shorter. A good way to get additional information across is to include a section at the end of the release called Notes to Editors, which is when supporting detail can go. The main objective is first to grab their attention and then provide backup information if they are interested. To do otherwise is just a waste of time and tree. Next, think time. Time is usually is short supply with journalists who will be worrying about their deadline. Remember the three golden WF and find out when they will be on deadline and aim to work around this. Next, think timing. Getting the timing right for creating maximum impact for your story is a key element of a successful media relations strategy. Mm, Next, think follow up. Remember that one of the responsible of PI is to help make a journalist live easy. So contact details for more information should be prominent on the release with preferably two contacts list in case one is not available. Next, think accuracy. A basic point, but any release that include factual errors, spelling mistake, and grammatical error deserve to be put straight in the bin and probably will be. Next, doubt. Okay, don't get disheartened. Okay, next, abdicate responsibility. If you are working with a PR consultancy and in-house expert, make sure they have the right information and support to do the job. I have worked with several clients who assume that after they has briefed us as to what they want, they assume their involvement and responsibility for the outcome was over. For example, this is for example when you meet this situation. If you press Lily dance create interest, the journalist will you should be looking for a brief conversation with somebody senior, MD, your boss. And many times we have interest from the journalist, but your boss who just didn't make it a priority to call them back. So missing deadline. Okay, next. 2 second photographs.